Emmanuel Dapidran Pacquiao Sr. is a Filipino politician and former professional boxer. Nicknamed PacMan, he is regarded as one of the greatest professional boxers of all time. He served as a senator of the Philippines from 2016 to 2022. Pacquiao is the only 8-division world champion in the history of boxing, and has won 12 major world titles. He was the first boxer to win the lineal championship in 5 different weight classes, the first boxer to win major world titles in 4 of the 8 glamour divisions, flyweight, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight, and is the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. In July 2019, Pacquiao became the oldest welterweight world champion in history at the age of 40, and the first boxer in history to become a recognized 4-time welterweight champion after defeating Keith Thurman to win the WBA super welterweight title. As of 2015, Pacquiao's fights had generated $1.2 billion in revenue from his 25 pay-per-view bouts. According to Forbes, he was the second highest paid athlete in the world in 2015. Pacquiao entered politics in 2010 when he was elected as the representative of Sarangani. He held this post for 6 years until he was elected, and assumed office as a senator in 2016. He became the president of his party PDP Laban in 2020, which is disputed since 2021. On September 19, 2021, Pacquiao officially declared his candidacy for president of the Philippines in the 2022 Philippine presidential election. He ended up losing to Bongbong Marcos. Outside of boxing and politics, Pacquiao was the head coach and a player for the Philippine Basketball Association team Kia/Mahindra for 3 seasons from 2014 to 2017, before founding the semi-professional Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. He has also starred in films, and has presented television shows. In music, he has released multiple PRI-certified platinum albums and songs. His cover of Sometimes When We Touch peaked at 19 in the United States on Billboard's Adult Contemporary chart after a performance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. He is also an evangelical Christian preacher, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. Pacquiao was born in Kiba, Bukidnon, and raised in General Santos, Philippines. He is the son of Rosalio Pacquiao and actress Dionisia Dapidran. His parents separated when he was in 6th grade, after his father had an affair. He is the 4th of 6 siblings, one of whom, Alberto Bobby Pacquiao, is also a politician and former professional boxer. At the age of 14, Pacquiao moved to Manila and lived on the streets, worked as a construction worker, and had to pick between eating or sending money to his mother. Pacquiao completed his elementary education at Salvador Way Elementary School in General Santos, but dropped out of high school due to extreme and abject poverty. In February 2007, Pacquiao took and passed a high school equivalency exam, and was awarded with a high school diploma by the Department of Education. Manny Pacquiao has an amateur record of 60-4, and a record of 62-8-2 as a professional, with 39 wins by knockout. Boxing historian Bert Sugar ranked Pacquiao as the greatest southpaw fighter of all time. In 2020, Pacquiao topped the rankers list of best boxers of the 21st century. Pacquiao made history by being the first boxer ever to win world titles in 8 weight divisions, having won 12 major world titles, as well as being the first boxer to win the lineal championship in 5 different weight classes. Pacquiao is also the first boxer in history to win major world titles in 4 of the original 8 weight classes of boxing, also known as the glamour divisions, flyweight, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight, and the first boxer ever to become a 4-decade world champion, winning world championships across 4 decades, 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Pacquiao was long rated as the best active boxer in the world, pound for pound, by most sporting news and boxing websites, including ESPN, Sports Illustrated, Sporting Life, Yahoo! Sports, About.com, BoxRec, and The Ring, beginning from his climb to lightweight until his losses in 2012. He is also the longest reigning top 10 active boxer on the Ring's pound-for-pound list from 2003 to 2016. Pacquiao has generated approximately $20.4 million in pay-per-view (PPV) buys, and $1.3 billion in revenue from 26 PPV bouts. Per Forbes, he was the world's 2nd highest paid athlete in 2015. Pacquiao signed with Bob Arum's Top Rank from 2015 to 2017, and Al Haymon's Premier Boxing Champions, PBC, Promotion on 2018 alongside Paradigm Sports on 2020. On September 29, 2021, Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing, in a post on social media. Pacquiao was introduced to boxing at the age of 12 by his maternal uncle Sardo Mejia. According to his autobiography, Pacquiao said watching Mike Tyson's defeat of James Buster Douglas in 1990 with his uncle Sardo was an experience that changed my life forever. Mejia began training his nephew in a makeshift home gym. After 6 months of training, Pacquiao began boxing in a park in General Santos, eventually traveling to other cities to fight higher-ranked opponents. By age 15, he was considered the best junior boxer in the southern Philippines, and he moved to Manila. In January 1995, at the age of 16, he made his professional boxing debut as a junior flyweight. Pacquiao stated of his early years, "Many of you know me as a legendary boxer, and I'm proud of that. However, that journey was not always easy. When I was younger, I became a fighter because I had to survive. I had nothing. I had no one to depend on except myself. I realized that boxing was something I was good at, and I trained hard so that I could keep myself and my family alive." On December 4, 1998, at the age of 19, he won his first major title, the World Boxing Council (WBC) flyweight title. Over the course of his decorated career, Pacquiao has defeated 22 world champions: Chachai Sasakul, Lalo Honoluluadwaba, Jorge Eliezer Julio, Marco Antonio Barrera, twice, Eric Morales, twice, Oscar Larios, Jorge Solis, Juan Manuel Marquez, twice, David Diaz, Oscar de la Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, Joshua Clottey, Antonio Margarito, Shane Mosley, Brandon Rios, Timothy Bradley, twice, Chris Algieri, Jesse Vargas, Lucas Mathesy, Adrian Brunner, and Keith Thurman. Pacquiao's most recent bout was against Yordenis Ugas in August 2021. Pacquiao also participated in an exhibition match against former world champion Jesus Salud in August 2002, which he won. Pacquiao was named Fighter of the Decade for the 2000s by the Boxing Writers Association of America, BWAA, World Boxing Council, WBC, and World Boxing Organization, WBO. In 2006, 2008, and 2009, he was awarded Ring Magazine, ESPN, and was Fighter of the Year, and in 2009 and 2011 he won the Best Fighter ESPY Award. BoxRec ranks him as the greatest Asian fighter of all time. In 2016, Pacquiao ranked No. 2 on ESPN's list of top pound-for-pound boxers of the past 25 years, and he ranks number 5 in BoxRec's ranking of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers of all time. Manny Pacquiao is a holder of 6 Guinness Book World Records. He has the most consecutive boxing world title fight victories at different weights at 15. Between 2005 and 2011, he is named the oldest welterweight boxing world champion when he claimed the WBA welterweight title aged 40 years 215 days on July 20, 2019. He has the most boxing world titles won in different weight divisions with 8, when he defeated Antonio Margarito, USA, to win the WBC Super Welterweight title on November 13, 2010. He has also held sanctioned belts in the WBC Flyweight, Super Featherweight, and Lightweight divisions, plus the Ring Featherweight, IBF Super Bantamweight, EBO, and the Ring Light Welterweight, and WBO Welterweight. He recorded the highest-selling pay-per-view boxing match in a welterweight title fight at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, on May 2, 2015, and the highest revenue earned from ticket sales for a boxing match from ticket sales title fight at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, on May 2, 2015. Pacquiao became the first Filipino Olympic non-participant to be Team Philippines flag bearer during the August 8 opening ceremonies of the 2008 Summer Olympics at the Beijing National Stadium. Swimmer Miguel Molina, 2005 Southeast Asian Games Best Male Athlete, yielded the honor to Pacquiao, upon the request of President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo to the national sports officials on the Philippines at the 2008 Summer Olympics. He had the opportunity to compete in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Brazil, when professional boxers under the age of 40 were allowed to compete in the Games for the first time. However, Pacquiao decided not to compete. Forbes listed Pacquiao as the world's sixth highest paid athlete, with a total of $40 million or 2 billion pesos from the second half of 2008 to the first half of 2009. Tied with him on the 6th spot was NBA player LeBron James, and golfer Phil Mickelson. Pacquiao was again included in Forbes' list of highest-paid athletes from the second half of 2009 to the first half of 2010. He was ranked 8th with an income of $42 million. Pacquiao also won the 2009 ESPY Awards for the Best Fighter category, beating fellow boxer Shane Mosley, and Brazilian mixed martial arts fighters Lyoto Machida and Anderson Silva. ESPN magazine reported that Pacquiao was one of the 2 top-earning athletes for 2010, alongside American Major League Baseball player Alex Rodriguez. According to the magazine's annual salary report of athletes, Pacquiao earned $32 million, approximately PHP $1.38 billion, for his 2 2010 boxing matches against Clottey and Margarito. On April 17, 2014, Pacquiao, a passionate basketball fan, announced his intention to join the Philippine Basketball Association as the playing coach of Kia Motors basketball team, an incoming expansion team for the PBA's 2014-15 season. As the team's head coach, he asked other teams to not draft him before Kia, and picked himself 11th overall in the first round of the 2014 PBA draft, being the oldest rookie to be ever drafted in the league's history. Pacquiao played basketball as part of his training before his matches, and prior to his PBA stint, Pacquiao was named an honorary member of the Boston Celtics, and established friendships with Steph Curry, and Basketball Hall of Famers Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. NBA player Karl Anthony Towns cites Pacquiao as a legend, and visited him along with Klay Thompson at training. On September 4, 2014, Pacquiao trained with the Golden State Warriors at their training facility in preparation for his PBA stint. On February 18, 2015, Pacquiao played briefly, and scored 1 point when the Sorrento pulled a 95-84 upset against Pure Foods that tapped former NBA player Daniel Orton as their import for the conference. When asked about playing against him, he said that Pacquiao as a basketball player was a mockery of the game, and a joke. Orton was fined by PBA Commissioner Chito Salud, and was replaced after a few days. On October 25, 2015, Pacquiao made his first field goal in the PBA in a 108-94 loss against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. On August 21, 2016, Pacquiao scored a career-high 4 points in a 97-88 victory against the Blackwater Elite, also sinking the first 3-point field goal in his career. He appeared rarely in the succeeding seasons as he was focused on other commitments. In 2017, Pacquiao founded the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, a prominent semi-professional league in the Philippines. In 2018, although being rumored to transfer to Blackwater, Pacquiao officially announced his retirement from the league after playing just 10 games in 3 seasons, and scoring less than 15 career points. He played 1 game for the Senate Defenders in a televised amateur league, and scored 12 points on that same year. In 2019, he announced that he is planning to own an NBA team after boxing retirement. On February 12, 2007, Pacquiao announced his campaign for a seat in the Philippine House of Representatives to represent the 1st District of South Cotabato Province, running as a candidate of the Liberal Party faction under Manila Mayor Lito Atienza. Pacquiao said he was persuaded to run by the local officials of General Santos, hoping he would act as a bridge between their interests and the national government. Ultimately, Pacquiao was forced to run under the Kabalakating Malay and Filipino, CAMPI, a pro-Arroyo political party, by the courts. Pacquiao was defeated in the election by incumbent Rep. Darlene Antonino Custodio of the Nationalist People's Coalition, NPC, who said, "More than anything, I think, people weren't prepared to lose him as their boxing icon." In preparation for his political career in the Filipino House of Representatives, Pacquiao enrolled in the Certificate Course in Development, Legislation, and Governance at the Development Academy of the Philippines, Graduate School of Public and Development Management, DAP-GSPDM. On November 21, 2009, Pacquiao announced that he would run again for a congressional seat, but this time in Sarangani Province, the hometown of his wife Jinky. In May 2010, Pacquiao was elected to the House of Representatives in the 15th Congress of the Philippines, representing the province of Sarangani. He scored a landslide victory over the wealthy and politically well-entrenched Kiangbian clan that had been in power in the province for more than 30 years. Pacquiao got 120,052 votes while his opponent for the seat, Roy Kiangbian, got 60,899 votes. In 2010, Pacquiao made a speech on human trafficking that earned praise. However, he also received criticism for coming out as uninformed during a discussion of the contentious reproductive health bill that same year. In 2013, he was re-elected to the 16th Congress of the Philippines. He ran unopposed. Additionally, his wife, Jinky, was also elected as vice governor of Sarangani, while his younger brother, Rogelio, lost his bid as congressman. Because of other commitments, Pacquiao only attended one Congress session on the Congress final leg, and was criticized for being the top absentee among lawmakers. Pacquiao filed a total of less than 20 bills in 6 years, with 0 of them passing beyond committee. On October 5, 2015, Pacquiao formally declared that he was running for senator under the United Nationalist Alliance (UNA) party of Vice President Jejomar Binay. On May 19, 2016, Pacquiao was formally elected as a senator by the Commission on Elections. Pacquiao garnered over 16 million votes, landing at 7th place. Pacquiao earlier aligned himself with the Duterte government. He facilitated on September 18, 2016, the ouster of Leila de Lima, a Duterte critic, from the chairmanship of the Senate Justice Committee, and criticized de Lima's presentation 3 days later of an alleged member of the Davao death squad. In another Senate hearing, Pacquiao defended then Davao City Vice Mayor Paolo Duterte from allegations of having a part, along with the vice mayor's alleged drinking buddy Charlie Tan, and Kenneth Daong, in a 2017 seized 6.4 billion shipment of illegal drugs from Xiamen, China, into the Philippines. As of 2018, Pacquiao has filed a total of 31 Senate bills during the 17th Congress. And in a bill filed alongside Senator Bato de la Rosa and Bongo, he backed the return of capital punishment. In June 2019, the Philippine Senate released a data showing Pacquiao as having the worst attendance record among all senators in the 17th Congress, reflecting a struggle Pacquiao had since he was a congressman. Despite the poor attendance, he still managed to enact 4 laws from the bills he filed. During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Pacquiao worked with Alibaba Group co-founder Jack Ma to help bring to the Philippines 50,000 COVID-19 test kits through their respective charity foundations. In December 2020, Pacquiao became acting party president of PDP Laban, the ruling political party, when Coco Pimentel resigned. However, the position will eventually become disputed between Pacquiao and Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi. Alfonso Cusi's faction through a vote decided that Pacquiao is no longer party president of PDP Laban on July 17. Melvin Matibag, the Deputy Secretary General of PDP Laban, defended the vote, saying it was organized because the term limits of the party's officials had already expired. Pacquiao is still regarded by his faction as party president. In May 2021, Senator Pacquiao filed a bill proposing to create the Philippine Boxing and Combat Sports Commission. The move, however, was lambasted by Senator Pia Cayetano, who criticized the timing of the proposal in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. Pacquiao earlier already tried filing the bill during the 17th Congress when Pacquiao and Senator Franklin Drilon made headlines after Pacquiao called out the latter and senior legislator to use his common sense during an interpellation about the topic, while Pacquiao was apparently being coached by his advisors after struggling to answer Drilon. In May 2022, Pacquiao called for the speedy release of fellow Senator Leila de Lima, who was detained for 5 years now, after witnesses against de Lima retracted their testimony. Pacquiao had earlier been vocal about de Lima's supposed links to a purported drug lord, Kerwin Espinosa, an allegation that led to de Lima's arrest and detention. As early as June 2020, Pacquiao's former promoter Bob Arum declared that the senator expressed that he will run in 2022 in a conversation with him, uttering, "Bob, I'm gonna run in 2022, and, when I win, I want you there at my inauguration." Speculations quickly spread around a possible Pacquiao run for president, backed by his own expression of interest in a presidential bid. In June 2021, he expressed belief that Duterte's response towards China's claims in the South China Sea was lacking. Duterte rebuked Pacquiao for the statement, saying the latter lacked knowledge in foreign policy. The president also responded to a claim attributed to Pacquiao that the Duterte administration is more corrupt than those by his predecessors. Duterte challenged Pacquiao to name certain individuals or agencies, otherwise he will launch a negative campaign against the senator in the 2022 elections. A month after being asked about the possibility of him running in the post-game interview after losing his final boxing match against Yordenis Ugas, Pacquiao officially announced his presidential bid on September 19, 2021, during the National Assembly of the PDP Laban, organized by his faction. On October 1, he formally registered his candidacy under the Cebu-based party Promti. This was in accordance with the MP3 alliance established by PDP Laban under Pacquiao's faction with Promti and the People's Champ Movement. Cussy, in response to Pacquiao's filing of candidacy under Prompt, decided that he is no longer a member of PDP-Laban. His platforms include solving corruption, and a promise of nationwide housing projects for the poor. Since the campaign period started in February, he had struggled in the presidential surveys with low ratings, ranking 4th to 5th among the candidates, dropping to as low as 1.8% on the March 2022 poll by Publicus Asia, and 8% on Pulse Asia, with his disapproval rating going up. In March 2022, amid recent news about frontrunner Bongbong Marcos' unsettled tax dues amounting to 200 billion pesos, Pacquiao openly challenged Marcos to a one-on-one debate, and made remarks against critics, saying he's not intelligent enough to be president, saying that the most dumb in this country are those who are going to vote for a plunderer. Pacquiao only placed third in the election, and later conceded to Marcos, who won by a landslide. With growing fame, Pacquiao became a celebrity, and was obligated to start his acting and hosting career with guest appearances on ABS-CBN shows. He signed a contract as an actor and host with ABS-CBN shortly after. In December 2005, Pacquiao took his first lead role in Violet Films' Licensed Ya Dong Kamau, Licensed Fist. The film is titled so because, according to director Tony Bernal, being a boxer, Pacquiao is licensed to use his hands. Upon the expiration of his contract with ABS-CBN, Pacquiao signed with GMA Network as an actor and host in September 2007. A few months after, he taped his first episode of the network's infotainment show Pinoy Records. His other projects with the network included Toto Bato, and the sitcom show Meet a Manny, where he appeared as Marian Rivera's on-screen love team, and in which his mother, Dionysia, also appeared. He also hosted his own game show Manny Many Prizes, where he gave out prizes to his audience. In 2008, Pacquiao starred with Aramina and Valerie Concepcion in Anak Ang Commander, Child of a Commander. The movie was not a commercial success, and was panned by critics. Pacquiao starred in the superhero/comedy film entitled PacMan, which was released on December 25, 2009, as an entry to the 2009 Metro Manila Film Festival. Like his previous films, PacMan was not commercially successful. In 2020, he was cast to portray General Miguel Malvar in the upcoming biopic film Malvar, Tuloy Ang Laban, about the Philippine hero, which gained mixed reactions from the Malvar family. Gabriel, grandson of General Malvar's youngest child Pablo, worries that Pacquiao's fame might overshadow his movie character. While Villegas, son of Malvar's daughter Isabel, supports the casting. Pacquiao recorded songs to use as entrance music for his fights, and released them on 2 albums that were certified platinum locally in the Philippines. Most of the Tagalog songs of Pacquiao were composed by Lito Camo, who wrote Pacquiao's biggest hit, and primarily known song Para Sayo Ang Laban Nato. On November 3, 2009, Pacquiao covered Sometimes When We Touch, originally by Dan Hill, on Jimmy Kimmel Live, marking his first singing performance on American TV. He went back to the late-night talk show on March 3, 2010, to cover another song, Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You. He would later record Dan Hill's hit in April 2011 as a single, which reached number 19 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. It made Pacquiao one of the few Southeast Asians to enter a U.S. Billboard chart. He also appeared with Will Ferrell, and sang a version of John Lennon's Imagine for his third guesting on the show. His appearances on the show led to Canadian rapper Drake impersonating him, and making fun of his singing by creating a parody. Pacquiao responded by posting another video of himself singing. In 2015, he released an extended play that featured his own recorded entrance song for his fight against Floyd Mayweather Jr., and shortly announced his retirement from music, being quoted saying, "I love music, but music is not for me." The following are Manny Pacquiao's albums from 2006 to 2015. Laban Lahadito, 2006, Star Records. PacMan Punch, 2007, MCA Records. Lalaban Ako para sa Pilipino, Extended Play, 2015, GMA Records. A film based on Pacquiao's life, Pacquiao, the movie, was released on June 21, 2006, featuring Filipino actor Jericho Rosales as Manny Pacquiao, and was directed by Joel Lamongan. The film flopped at the box office, grossing a total of only $4,812,191, approximately $99,322, as confirmed by Lamongan. Another film, based on Pacquiao's early life in boxing, Kid Kulafu, was released on April 15, 2015, featuring young actor Robert Villar as Emmanuel Manny Pacquiao. The film dramatizes the life of the Filipino boxing superstar during his childhood. A documentary entitled Manny, which featured Pacquiao's early life as well as his boxing and political career, was released with Liam Neeson as the narrator. Pacquiao has featured in the Fight Night boxing video game franchise as a playable character. The playable character Paquito, in the mobile game, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang was also inspired from Pacquiao. A skin was also made available for Paquito which changes the character's appearance to that of the real-life boxer. Filipino game developer Ranita Games announced in 2021 that a mobile game revolving around Pacquiao's boxing career Fighting Pride, the Manny Pacquiao saga is in the works. Pacquiao was one of Time's 100 most influential people for the year 2009, for his exploits in boxing, and his influence among the Filipino people. Pacquiao was also included by Forbes in its annual Celebrity 100 list for the year 2009, joining Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie, and fellow athletes Woods and Bryant. Pacquiao has also appeared on the cover of Time magazine Asia for their November 16, 2009 issue. According to their 5-page feature story, Pacquiao is a fighter with enough charisma, intelligence, and backstory to help rescue a sport lost in the labyrinth of pay-per-view. Global brands like Nike want him in their ads. They also added, Pacquiao has a myth of origin equal to that of any Greek or Roman hero. He leaves the Philippines to make it even bigger, conquering the world again and again to bring back riches to his family and friends. Pacquiao became the 8th Filipino to grace the cover of the prestigious magazine, after former Philippine presidents Manuel L. Quezon, Ramon Magsaysay, Ferdinand Marcos, Corazon Aquino, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Benigno Noynoy Aquino III, and Filipino actress and environmentalist Chin Chin Gutierrez. Pacquiao was also featured on the cover of Reader's Digest Asia, where a 7-page story was written about the Filipino boxing superstar. The issue came out in November 2008, before Pacquiao's fight against De La Hoya. Pacquiao is also mentioned in some hip-hop tracks including Kool Aid's song entitled Manny Pacquiao on his mixtape, 51. A few notable ones are Pitbull's Get It Started, A$AP Rocky's Phoenix, Bad Meets Evil, and Bruno Mars' Lighters, Eminem, and Skylar Grey's Asshole, Future's Never Gonna Lose, Migos' Chinatown, Nicki Minaj, and Sierra's I'm Legit, and Rick Ross's High Definition, Jello Acosta's Just Like Manny P, and Young Gravy's Betty to name a few. Pacquiao became the first Filipino athlete to appear on a postage stamp. A video clip of Pacquiao greeting his followers for New Year's Eve was used as a meme in the internet. On November 26, 2013, a few days after Pacquiao's victory over Brandon Rios, the Philippine Bureau of Internal Revenue, BIR, issued a freeze order on all of Pacquiao's Philippine bank accounts due to his alleged failure to pay $2.2 billion in taxes for earnings he made in his fights in the United States from 2008 to 2009. A day after the bank account freeze, the Bureau also issued an order to freeze all of Pacquiao's Philippine properties, whereupon Pacquiao presented documents to the press showing the income tax for non-resident alien payment by his promoter to the BIR's U.S. counterpart, the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, as well as a letter from Bob Arum. In April 2017, Pacquiao, now a senator, approached Philippine authorities in an attempt to settle the case. The Bureau had maintained that taxes were due even if all taxes had been paid to the IRS in the first place. In February 2016, Pacquiao, in a video statement posted by TV5, made a comment on the issue of same-sex marriage. Pacquiao, in vernacular, described people in same-sex marriages as behaving worse than animals because, he said, animals generally do not have same-sex mating. LGBT celebrities criticized the statements of the senatorial candidate. Pacquiao later apologized, and stated that while, as a Christian, he is still against same-sex marriage, which he said is against biblical teachings, he did not condemn gay people themselves. Nike ended their long-time partnership with Pacquiao, stating his comments against gay people were abhorrent. The Grove at Farmers Market in Los Angeles also banned Pacquiao from the shopping mall. Towards the end of the video, Pacquiao clarified that he is not condemning gay people. But I am not condemning them, just the marriage which is a sin against God. Continuation of Manny Pacquiao's stand on same-sex marriage in a video statement by TV5 posted later on February 19, 2016. Pacquiao married Jinky Jamora on May 10, 1999. Together, they have 5 children, Emmanuel Jr., Jim Ewell, Michael Stephen, Mary Divine Grace, Princess, who is a popular YouTube vlogger with millions of subscribers, and started the Pacquiao family's network of YouTube content, Queen Elizabeth, Queenie, and Israel. His first son, Emmanuel, also rose to celebrity fame as an amateur boxer, model, and actor, while his second son, Michael, is a rapper, who has amassed tens of millions of streams with his songs. His daughter, Queenie, was born in the United States. Pacquiao resides in his hometown of General Santos, South Cotabato, Philippines. As the congressman representing the Lone District of Sarangani from 2010 to 2016, he officially resided in Kiamba, Sarangani, the hometown of his wife. Upon his election to the Senate of the Philippines, he returned his official residence to General Santos, as senators are elected on a nationwide basis, rather than by district. Pacquiao has a YouTube channel with 830,000 subscribers as of August 2022. The Pacquiao family constantly posts content about their activities together in their own separate YouTube channels. His daughter, Mary, and his wife Jinky both have 1 million subscribers, and his sons Emmanuel and Michael each have fewer than 600,000. On June 25, 2010, Pacquiao completed a 10-day crash course on development legislation and governance at the Graduate School of Public and Development Management of the Development Academy of the Philippines, DAP. Pacquiao was officially enrolled for 2 semesters at Notre Dame of Datiangas University, NDDU, in the academic year 2007 to 2008 under the Bachelor's Degree of Business Administration major in Marketing Management program. However, Pacquiao was not able to finish the program, and NDDU did not grant him a college degree. From June 8 to 17, 2016, Pacquiao underwent another 9-day executive coaching program crash course conducted by the Development Academy of the Philippines, the Ateneo School of Government, the Asian Institute of Management, and the Philippine Public Safety College after he won a Senate seat in 2016. On December 11, 2019, Pacquiao controversially graduated from the University of Makati with a bachelor's degree in political science, majoring in local government administration through the Expanded Tertiary Education Equivalency and Accreditation Program, ETEP, of the Philippine Counselors League Legislative Academy, CLA, which allows qualified Filipinos to complete a collegiate-level education via informal education system. Pacquiao reportedly completed the degree in 1 year, contrary to earlier reports of 3 months. Raised Catholic, Pacquiao is currently practicing and preaching evangelical Protestantism. Pacquiao said he once had a dream where he saw a pair of angels and heard the voice of God. This dream convinced him to become a devout believer. Pacquiao enlisted as a military reservist and was promoted with the rank of colonel in the reserve force of the Philippine Army. Prior to being promoted to full colonel after finishing his General Staff Course (GSC) schooling, he held the rank of lieutenant colonel for being a member of the Philippine Congress as per the AFP's regulations for reservist officers. He first entered the Army's reserve force on April 27, 2006, as a sergeant. Later, he rose to technical sergeant on December 1 of the same year. On October 7, 2007, he became a master sergeant, the highest rank for enlisted personnel. On May 4, 2009, he was given the special rank of senior master sergeant, and was also designated as the command sergeant major of the 15th Ready Reserve Division. In 2022, Pacquiao graduated from Philippine Christian University, with a master's degree in management, majoring in public administration. Pause the video if you want to view the list of international awards received by Pacquiao. Pause the video if you want to view the list of national awards received by Pacquiao.